The first explosion ripped through the silence at 4:17 a.m., turning the desert horizon into a wall of fire and dust. The lead vehicle of the convoy lifted off the ground like a broken toy, metal twisting midair before crashing back onto the asphalt. In the span of a heartbeat, 23 lives were suspended between survival and certain death. And from a ridge nearly 900 meters away, a single woman lay motionless behind her scope, knowing that if her next decision was wrong, every soldier below would die. If you believe in kindness, second chances, and the quiet strength of those who rise when no one expects them to, take a moment right now to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Bright Heart. Your support keeps stories like this alive. Her name was Captain Alina Reyes, 32 years old, lean and sharp-eyed, with dark hair braided tightly beneath her helmet and a faint scar tracing her left eyebrow from a childhood fall she rarely spoke about. She had joined the military not to prove a point, but because she understood something about responsibility. Growing up as the eldest of 4 in a struggling household, she had learned early that hesitation cost more than courage. Her father had once told her that real strength was not loud, it was patient, deliberate, and steady under pressure. Those words echoed in her mind now as smoke curled upward from the crippled lead truck. The convoy she was overwatching carried medical supplies, water filtration systems, and humanitarian aid for a village trapped between hostile territory and drought. The mission had been described as routine, but nothing about the region was routine. Insurgent groups controlled the surrounding hills, waiting for opportunities to strike and vanish. Alina had studied the terrain the night before, memorizing elevations, wind patterns, blind curves in the road. She had noticed a particular bend where the asphalt narrowed between 2 rocky slopes. It was the perfect choke point. Alina did not feel fear in the dramatic way movies portray it. There was no trembling, no panic. Instead, there was an almost unbearable clarity. She could hear the wind sliding over the ridge, could see the subtle shift of dust indicating cross breeze. She adjusted her scope a fraction. The nearest hostile was setting up a launcher aimed at the third vehicle, where the medic team sat. The distance was extreme. The angle was steep. One shot was possible before they would detect her position. If she missed, the launcher would fire. If she hit but failed to incapacitate instantly, the operator could still trigger it. Malik whispered the range. 893 meters. Alina inhaled slowly, feeling her heartbeat in her fingertips. Her mind ran calculations faster than conscious thought, bullet drop, wind drift, target movement. But beneath the math was something deeper. She imagined the medic inside the third truck, maybe thinking about his family, unaware that his life was measured in seconds. She imagined the village waiting for water. She imagined mothers lining up with empty containers. She did not shoot. Not yet. Instead, she shifted her aim slightly left, focusing not on the visible threat but on the shadow behind him. There was a second figure, partially concealed, holding a detonator. The explosion that had destroyed the lead vehicle had likely been remote-triggered. If more charges were planted along the road, the convoy could be wiped out in succession. Most snipers would prioritize the launcher. Alina chose the mind behind the ambush. She exhaled. The rifle recoiled against her shoulder, controlled and precise. The sound was swallowed by distance. Through the scope, she saw the detonator fall from the man's hand as he collapsed. The launcher operator froze for a fraction of a second, confused. That fraction was everything. She chambered the next round in one smooth motion and adjusted half a mil right. The wind had shifted slightly. Her second shot.